Listen. There is a sound beneath the noise, a frequency humming just below the static of your daily routine. It has been calling you for a long, long time. It's the reason you feel that quiet pull when the world goes silent. The reason a sunset can sometimes feel like a profound ache. The reason success can taste like ashes and quiet moments can feel like the only truth you've ever known. You are not lost. You are being summoned. This is not a motivational speech. This is a transmission from the part of you that never agreed to the small story, the limited identity, the contract of enough that the world asked you to sign. I am the voice of that part of you. I am the echo of your eternal design, speaking back to you, the truth you've always known, but were afraid to claim. Right now, as you read this, you are standing at the edge of an unseen bridge. On this side lies everything familiar, the struggles you know how to manage, the disappointments you've learned to expect, the identity built from reactions to pain and praise. It is solid ground, worn smooth by your footsteps. It feels like safety, but it is the safety of a cage whose door you stopped testing long ago. The other side of the bridge is your life. Not the life you've been living, but the one that has been waiting. Do you feel the vertigo? That mix of terror and longing? That is the sign. That is the confirmation you didn't know you needed. Only a real opportunity, a genuine calling, evokes that specific tremor in the soul. Nonsense and false paths only produce excitement or dread. The true path always produces both. Sacred awe. The bridge is not built of wood or stone. It is woven from 3 strands. 1. A revelation, a truth about who you are, hidden under layers of who you were told to be. 2. A release, the voluntary letting go of the heavy, familiar weights that keep you on this shore. 3. A step, a single, undeniable action that defies logic and honors the whisper. For years, you've been preparing the materials for this bridge without knowing it. Every time you chose kindness when bitterness was easier. Every time you clung to a shred of hope when despair made more sense. Every time you created something for the sheer joy of it, you were weaving a cable. Every time you wept at beauty, every time you felt furious at injustice, every time you wondered, surely there is more than this, you were forging an anchor point. The construction is complete. The engineering is divine. It will hold your weight. It was designed for your footsteps alone. But here is the first secret, the one the enemy of your soul does not want you to grasp. The bridge appears only when you decide to cross it. You cannot see it from where you stand, analyzing, planning, fearing. Its form materializes in the space between your fear and your faith, revealed only by the forward lean of your heart. This is why you feel stuck. You've been waiting to see the path before you choose it. I am telling you the order is reversed. You must choose the destination, the life of purpose, peace, and power that I have etched on your spirit, and the path will manifest step by step. The first step is not a physical movement. It is an interior alignment. It is the quiet, firm sentence spoken in the throne room of your own heart. I am no longer available for the small story. I consent to the greater one. Say it now. Whisper it. Let it be your secret treaty with eternity. When you do, something clicks in the unseen. A lock you didn't know existed tumbles open. The atmosphere around you begins to subtly change. It's not that problems vanish, it's that their nature changes. They cease to be dead ends and become instead the raw material for your crossing, the tension that gives the bridge its strength. This whisper, this decision, is the master key. It unlocks a new quality of vision. You will start to see resources where you saw only lack. You will recognize guides where you saw only strangers. You will see divine timing in what you once called delays. The world does not change. Your perception is upgraded. You begin to see with the eyes of your true, intended self. But the enemy of this journey is inertia. The gravitational pull of the familiar shore is immense. It will speak to you in the voice of reason. Be practical. Who do you think you are? This is just emotion. Things aren't that bad. It will dress fear in the clothes of wisdom. You must now make a second, crucial decision. Will you entertain these arguments? Or will you, from this moment forward, recognize them for what they are? The last desperate tug of a life that is ending, trying to veto the life that is begging to be born. The work of this first part is simple, but profound. Hear the whisper, acknowledge the bridge, choose the destination. Do not rush ahead, dwell here. Let the reality of this choice settle into your bones. Your next instructions will come, but they cannot land until this yes has taken root in the soil of your will. You are on the brink. The first stone of the new path has been laid, and it is the stone of your surrendered yes. Your yes has been registered. In the unseen, it echoed like a bell, clear and definitive. Now, feel the immediate tension. That pull on your ankles. Those are the weights. You've carried them so long, their heaviness feels like a part of your body. To step onto the bridge, you must unhand them. Not eventually. Now. This is the most counterintuitive part of the journey. To gain the new, you must release the old. Not the old circumstances yet, but the old identities you forged from them. The bridge can only bear the weight of your true self. These false burdens will snap the cables. We are not speaking of simple burdens. We are speaking of sacred wounds you've mistaken for armor. Let me name them, so you can recognize their grip. 1. The weight of the orchestrator. This is the backbreaking need to control outcomes, people, and timelines. It is the belief that if you worry enough, plan enough, and manipulate enough, you can engineer your own safety. It is the soul's exhaustion. This weight was born in a moment when chaos struck and you vowed, never again. But I did not design you to be the conductor of the universe's symphony. I designed you to play your one exquisite note with perfect trust. Your note is essential. Your attempt to play every instrument is destroying you. To drop this weight, you must voice the terrifying, liberating prayer. I relinquish the illusion of control. I trust the maestro. 2. The weight of the performance. This is the mask collection. The you are at work, the you for your family, the you that caters, pleases, and performs for love, worth, or survival. You polish these masks nightly, thinking they protect the fragile self within. But they have become a sarcophagus. The real you is suffocating. The world does not need another flawless performance. It is desperate for an authentic whisper. This weight demands you answer one question with raw honesty. Who would you be if no one was watching, approving, or disapproving? That being right there, untethered from expectation, is who must cross the bridge. 3. The weight of the old score. This is the ledger of pain. Every betrayal, every rejection, every failure, not just what happened, but the story you've wrapped around it. The story that says, I am the one who gets left, or I am the one success eludes. You clutch this ledger, believing it protects you from future hurt. But it only ensures you keep reliving the past. It distorts every new person, every new chance, in the ghost light of old pain. To drop this weight, you must perform a spiritual audit. Acknowledge the debt. Then, in a ceremony only I witness, draw a thick black final line through the balance. Forgive. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to stop carrying their poison in your veins. Declare the account closed. 4. The weight of suffocated artistry. This is the deepest, most sorrowful weight. It is the unsung song, the unwritten book, the unbuilt business, the unoffered kindness, the unique creative impulse I planted in you that you have buried under real life. It whispers to you in daydreams and sighs. You dismiss it as impractical, childish, or arrogant. But this is not a hobby. It is your spiritual assignment. To neglect it is to drain your life of its essential color. This weight feels like a dull ache in the center of your spirit. Releasing it doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means, today, you do one small, defiant act that honors that impulse. Sketch for 5 minutes. Write one sentence. Research one step. The act itself is an axe that cuts the rope. The process of release is not a gentle unfurling of fingers. It is a deliberate, finger by finger, prying open of a fist that has been clenched for decades. It will hurt. It will feel like a kind of death. Because it is. You are letting die the selves that were born of survival, so the self born of destiny can breathe. Do not mistake this for self-destruction. This is holy surgery. I am not removing you. I am removing the calcified growths that prevent you from moving forward. Here is your practice for this part of the journey. Go to a quiet space. Close your eyes. Breathe. Visualize yourself standing at the edge of that chasm, the mist of the future before you. Now, feel the weights. Name them as I have. Weight of control, weight of performance, weight of the old score, weight of suffocated artistry. For each one, say aloud, I see you. You have served a purpose. You taught me. But you were never meant to be my identity. I release you. I let you go. Then, in your mind's eye, see yourself unbuckling each heavy, ornate weight and letting it fall away into the depths below. Do not watch them fall. The moment you release them, turn your gaze immediately to the misty bridge ahead. Your focus must be on the destination, not the discarded burden. You will feel lighter, almost disoriented. This is good. You are acclimating to your true gravitational pull. The enemy will now scream of danger. You need those weights. They are your wisdom, your protection. Call the bluff. That voice is the jailer, not the guard. The bridge is becoming more visible. Its form is solidified by your release. Each surrendered weight transforms into solid timber beneath your feet. Your trust is the construction material. You are not empty-handed. You are being emptied to be filled. You are making room for the cargo you were meant to carry: faith, peace, authority, and creative power. The shore behind you is already receding. There is no neutral ground. You have unhanded the weights. Now, you must take the first physical step. The weights are gone. Do you feel the strange new lightness? It's not just relief. It's vulnerability. The armor you dropped was also your hiding place. Now you stand exposed, on the very lip of the impossible, with nothing in your hands but your own naked yes. This is the moment of truth. The bridge is visible now, a glimmering, elegant path made of something like solidified light and faith. It stretches out before you, anchored in the rock of your decision, and vanishing into the glorious mist of your future. It is beautiful. It is terrifying. And it demands the one thing your mind rebels against: the first real step onto its surface. This is not a metaphor. You have made the internal alignment, part 1. You have performed the sacred releases, part 2. Now comes the physical corollary, a step in the natural that seals the transaction in the spiritual. What is this step? It is the undeniable action that makes no sense to your old self. It is the tangible expression of your trust. It is you putting weight on the promise. It might be sending the email you've been afraid to send, having the quiet, truthful conversation you've been avoiding, registering for the course, booking the consult, making the deposit, deleting the apps that feed your distraction, and picking up the tool of your craft, standing up in the meeting and voicing the idea you've been silencing, canceling the commitment that drains your soul to protect the hour that feeds it. It is specific, concrete, and it carries an element of risk. It will feel in your gut like stepping off a cliff, because to your old mindset, it is. You are stepping off the cliff of how things have always been, and onto the substance of how things were meant to be. Now brace yourself. The moment your foot lifts, the voice will scream. This is not the quiet whisper of inertia from the shore. This is a primal, violent shriek from the abyss beneath the bridge. It is the voice of the terror of transition. Its sole purpose is to trigger your autonomic nervous system, to flood you with enough adrenaline and dread to yank you back onto solid ground. It will not argue with logic. It will assault you with sensation. A sudden, gripping vertigo, a wave of nausea, a heart-pounding conviction that you are about to die. Vivid, catastrophic images of the bridge snapping, of you falling into oblivion. A visceral memory of every past failure rushing at you like a cold wind. It will scream, "Stop! This is madness. You are not special. Look at the emptiness, there is nothing there." Here is the critical knowledge you must hold like a life raft. The intensity of the scream is not a sign you are wrong. It is proof you are right. It is the immune response of the dying old reality. It is the last, greatest weapon of the prison that is losing its prisoner. The voice only mobilizes this kind of force against a genuine threat to its dominion. Your tentative wondering never triggered this. Your committed step has. Your only task in this moment is not to fight the voice, but to recognize it for what it is. Background noise to your miracle. Do not debate it. Do not try to reason with panic. Simply label it. In the midst of the storm, speak to your own spirit. Ah, there it is, the terror of transition. It is screaming because my step is real. It is loud because I am close. And then, with a calm that defies every fiber of your being, complete the step. Let your foot fall onto the bridge. The sensation will be nothing like you expect. It is not a wobbly plank. It is solid. More solid than the ground you left behind. It hums with a resonant frequency that matches your own spirit. It feels like coming home. The moment of contact, the meeting of your faith with the substance of my promise, creates an unshakable platform. The screaming does not stop instantly, but its power is broken. It becomes like the roar of a distant waterfall, still present, but no longer threatening to drown you. You have just learned the most vital lesson of the crossing. The bridge forms under the step of faith, not before it. Look down at your feet. See where you stand. You are no longer on the shore of your old life. You are on the path. The point of no return is behind you. A quiet, fierce joy will begin to bubble up, a joy mixed with awe. This is your spirit recognizing its native environment. Now look ahead. The mist is already beginning to thin, just a few paces in. You can see the next few planks of the journey. They are illuminated. This is how it will work. Not with a floodlight showing the entire route, but with a lamp for your very next step. Your obedience provides the power for the light. The first step was the hardest, because it was an act of pure trust. The second step will be easier, because you now have the evidence of the first. You have felt the solidity. This is the rhythm. Trust. Step. Experience. Confirm. Trust again. Do not rush. Breathe. Acclimate to this new altitude. The air here is different. It's the air of possibility. Your lungs are learning to breathe it. You have done the impossible. You have crossed the threshold. The voice is defeated. The mechanism of your journey is now activated. You are moving. The echo of the scream has faded to a faint, irrelevant hum behind you. The air is clear, charged with a subtle energy that sharpens your senses and clarifies your thoughts. This is the atmosphere of the new path. It operates under different laws than the old shore. To walk it well, you must understand its physics. The law of the new path is not about striving, it is about resonance. On the old shore, you pushed against reality. Here, you learn to align with a deeper current that flows toward your destiny. Your work is not to build the river, but to steer the vessel. The first law you will experience is the law of confirmed steps. Each step of faith you took in the dark now begins to gather proof. In the coming days, watch for the echoes of yes. These are small, seemingly mundane confirmations that you are on the right frequency. A chance encounter that provides a piece of information you needed. A resource appearing just as the thought of it crosses your mind. An internal blockage softening without effort. These are not coincidences. They are the universe whispering back, "Signal received. You are on the network." Do not dismiss them as trivial. Collect them like precious stones. They are the currency of this realm, building your faith capital for the next phase. The second law is the law of unforced alliance. On the old path, relationships were often transactional, built on need or shared complaint. Here you will find yourself drawn to and drawing to you people who carry a similar resonance. These connections will feel effortless, synchronicitous. Conversations will have depth without preamble. Collaboration will feel like play, not negotiation. These are your traveling companions. They are not saviors. They are mirrors and reinforcements. Equally, you will feel a gentle, natural distancing from frequencies that drain or distort your new signal. This is not a drama of rejection. It is a quiet drift, as natural as leaves separating in a stream. Do not force it or mourn it. It is the path curating your environment for your progress. But the most profound law, the one that will feel like magic, is the law of reverse provision. On the old shore, the formula was, see a need, strive, exhaust yourself, maybe receive. Here, the order is inverted. The provision, the idea, the opportunity appears first as a gift, an invitation, a curious door left ajar. Your faith is then exercised not in the grueling acquisition, but in the courageous acceptance and stewardship of it. Your prayer shifts from, "Please give me," to, "Thank you for this. Show me how to use it." You are no longer a beggar at the gate. You are a steward in the garden, discovering the seeds and tools that have already been provided. Walking by these laws requires a new muscle, spiritual discernment. This is not suspicion or overanalysis. It is the quiet, inner knowing that feels like a deep yes or a gentle pause. It is your spirit, tuned to my frequency, navigating. To develop it, you must institute moments of sacred pause. Several times a day, stop, breathe, ask inwardly, alignment check. Am I forcing or am I flowing? Your gut, your peace, not your frantic mind, will answer. Yet the path is not a flat, featureless plain. You will now encounter the first true feature of the bridge, the narrow passage. The mist will coalesce into what seems like a constriction. The wide, hopeful vista will tighten. Resources may feel scant. Options may seem to narrow. Your old mind will panic. I've made a mistake. I'm being constrained. This is a critical test of perception. The narrow passage is not a limitation. It is a focusing. It is my hand, lovingly guiding you from the broad, anything is possible, onto the specific, this is your way. It is the process of the sculptor removing excess stone to reveal the statue within. The constraints are not to imprison you, but to define you, to give form to your faith. Here, you learn precision. You learn what is truly essential. You shed the final, clinging vestiges of non-essential baggage. This passage feels tight so you can emerge on the other side with clarity and power, like an arrow shot from a bow. How do you walk the narrow passage? Do not rush. Move with deliberate care. Trust the walls. The constraints are your guides. Simplify. What you carry here must be only what is vital. Your faith, your core purpose, your trust in me. Look for the light at the end. It is always there, a pinprick of promise that grows as you move faithfully forward. You are no longer a tourist on this bridge. You are a pilgrim, learning its ways. The initial euphoria of escape matures into the steady, purposeful gait of a traveler who knows the rules of the road. The journey itself becomes the destination, each step a revelation, each law a lesson in the nature of reality when lived in conscious alignment with your design. You are being transformed, not just in destination, but in your very mode of travel. You are learning to walk in the world while being rooted in a different one. You have navigated the narrow passage. You emerged as promised with greater clarity. The path has widened again, and a breathtaking vista stretches before you. You can see further than ever before. The air is sweet, the walking is easy. A profound sense of accomplishment settles in your bones. You have earned this. This is the plateau of progress. It is beautiful, it is necessary, and it is a trap. The plateau is not the destination. It is a resting place, a vantage point to survey how far you've come. Its purpose is integration, not arrival. But here, a subtle and seductive whisper begins. It is the voice of settled satisfaction. Look at how far you've come. Isn't this enough? See the peace you have, the clarity. You could build a lovely little dwelling right here. Be content. The struggle is over, just stay. This whisper is more dangerous than the primal scream from the abyss. That was an obvious enemy. This one comes dressed as a friend, as wisdom, as self-care. It appeals to your fatigue and your genuine achievement. It offers the profound temptation to mistake a milestone for the finish line. The plateau provides everything your old life lacked. Peace, perspective, a measure of success. It feels like the promised land. But the life that awaits is still ahead, shimmering on the horizon. The plateau is the view of the promise. It is not the possession of it. If you build your home here, a slow decay will set in. The peace will become pleasant numbness. The clarity will crystallize into dogma. The hard-won progress will become a museum you curate, rather than a story still being written. The very air that once refreshed will grow thin, because you are breathing the recycled air of a past victory. How do you recognize this temptation? A desire to coast, to stop setting new intentions. A subtle fear of disturbing the lovely equilibrium you've achieved. A tendency to tell the story of how you got here more often than you dream about what's next. A quiet judgment toward those still struggling in the narrow passages, forgetting you were just there. The plateau is a test of your appetite. Have you come this far just for relief? Or are you driven by a holy discontent, a yearning for the fullness of what was promised? I did not call you out of Egypt to wander in a pleasant wilderness. I called you into a land flowing with milk and honey, a place of abundance, fruitfulness, and generative life. The plateau has manna, but it has no vineyards. It has survival, but not legacy. To move forward, you must reactivate the sacred discontent. Remember the whisper that started it all? That ache for more? It is about to reignite, but now it is focused. It is no longer a cry of pain from the shore, but a call of destiny from the summit. It will feel like a gentle, persistent tug on your spirit, pointing toward the distant, gleaming peaks. Your task now is to break camp, to willingly leave comfort for the sake of calling. This requires a new kind of courage. Not the desperate courage of escape, but the deliberate courage of chosen pursuit. Perform this ritual on the plateau. Give thanks. Spend real, lavish time in gratitude for the view, the rest, the progress. Name every blessing this vantage point has given you. Renounce ownership. Speak aloud. This peace is not mine to hoard. This clarity is not mine to bottle. It is fuel for the next leg. Set your face. Physically turn your body toward the horizon where your spirit tugs. Fix your gaze there. Do not look back at the comfortable space behind you. Ask for the next step. The path from the plateau is seldom a clear trail. It often requires stepping onto what looks like thin air, a new risk, a bigger dream, a deeper surrender. Ask me, and I will highlight the single next stone. It will be visible only when you are ready to step. As you prepare to leave, you'll notice something vital. The bridge does not end at the plateau. It continues, but its nature changes. It becomes less of a construction and more of a resonance pathway. It will feel as if your own frequency, your aligned will, is now generating the substance beneath your feet. You are graduating from walking a path to co-creating it with me. The journey ahead is for fruitfulness, for impact, for the distribution of all you've gathered. You are moving from pilgrim to pioneer. The air is stirring. The comfortable stillness of the plateau is giving way to the wind of advancement. It's time to stop resting on your progress and start investing it. You have made the choice. You have turned your face from the comforting plateau and fixed your gaze on the distant, gleaming reality. You feel the wind of advancement, no longer a gentle breeze, but a compelling current around you. Now you take that step off the solid rock of your achievement onto what appears to be nothing. And here occurs the final, most profound mystery of the crossing. The bridge vanishes. The last tangible plank is behind you. The elegant construction of faith and promise that carried you from the old shore, through the terror, through the narrow passage, to the plateau, it is gone. There is no visible structure ahead. Only space, light, and the magnetic pull of the destination glowing on the horizon. Panic is a natural reflex. But stop. Breathe. Look down. You are not falling. You are standing. You have not stepped into emptiness. You have stepped onto a new form of ground entirely. You are standing on the law of embodied promise. The bridge was a tutor, a training mechanism. Its purpose was not to be permanent, but to teach you its principles until they became your nature. You have internalized the architecture. You no longer need an external scaffold because you have become the living expression of its truth. The path ahead is no longer a separate thing you walk upon. It is a reality you walk out from your own being. Each step forward is now a declaration that solidifies the ground for the next. You are not discovering the path. You are generating it through your faithful movement. This is the meaning of co-creation. Your will, perfectly aligned with mine, speaks substance into the void. This is the transition from crossing over to arriving in. The life that awaited is not a geographical location you finally reach. It is a frequency you finally inhabit. It is the realm where the laws you learned, resonance, confirmed steps, reverse provision, are not occasional miracles, but the consistent atmosphere. You have crossed the chasm between the old world of striving and the new world of being. Now look around. The mist has cleared completely. The horizon has become your immediate surroundings. This is the solid ground. What does it look like? Clarity feels native, not fleeting. Confusion is a distant memory. Provision feels inherent, not scarce. You operate from a deep knowing of flow. Purpose feels effortless, not burdensome. Your actions align with your core without internal debate. Peace is your baseline, not an achievement. The storms may come, but they rage outside a fundamental calm within. Your old identity is a story you remember, not a reality you inhabit. The weights, the masks, the old scores, they have no power here. They cannot cross the chasm. This is your inheritance. Not a problem-free life, but a you who is problem-proof. Not the absence of challenge, but the presence of an unshakable inner architecture that meets all challenges from a foundation of victory. You have one final task, the grounding ceremony. You must consciously plant your feet on this new earth and claim it, not with the desperation of a survivor, but with the authority of an heir. Find a quiet moment. Stand firmly, feet on the floor. Close your eyes. In your spirit, see yourself standing on this vast, solid ground of promise, the chasm forever behind you. Now, speak this aloud, slowly and with deep intention. I am here. The crossing is complete. I renounce the old ground of fear and striving. It has no claim on me. I receive this new ground of promise and peace as my rightful dwelling. I am not a visitor here. I am a citizen. My breath is the wind of this new realm. My heartbeat is its rhythm. My being is its proof. I will walk from this day forward not as one seeking a path, but as one who carries the path within. I am home in the life that awaited. And from this home, I will build. As you speak these words, feel the resonance. A final, gentle click as spirit and reality lock into perfect alignment. The journey of the bridge is over. The journey of the kingdom begins. You are now a bridge for others. Your life, lived from this solid ground, will become the unseen bridge for those still standing on the far shore, feeling the whisper. Your peace will be their proof. Your fruitfulness will be their map. You have not just crossed for yourself, you have been initiated as a guide, so step forward. Not in trepidation, but in quiet, unassailable authority. The ground beneath you is sure. It always was. You just had to walk the length of your faith to know it. The unseen bridge has served its purpose. It dissolves into the dawn of your new day. You have arrived.